Okay, gang, today we're going to talk a little bit about operations with functions. I'm going to do some practice problems with you, and then I'll have you do some on your own. This should be pretty quick. It should be a pretty quick review of things you already know. So in OneNote, we have this page, operations with functions. When you see it written this way, for number one, I'm giving you two functions, g of a and f of a. It's asking you to find g minus f of a. All you have to do is subtract the two functions. So you would take the first function, 2a cubed, my pen's giving me trouble, plus 2a squared minus, and we're going to subtract the a plus 3. All right, so g minus f of a. And then you can distribute the negative across, and you would wind up getting the correct answer. See if I can get a better pen. So we have 2a cubed plus 2a squared minus a minus 3. And that's your final answer. Notice that some people get confused. They think this little a here, they think you need to multiply everything by a. You don't. All that is it's just a notation. So really all you're doing is subtracting. For number 2, you're doing f plus g. So you're just going to write the f function, x squared plus 2x, and then you're going to add x minus 1. All right, that's the second function, that's the g. And then you're going to combine like terms. So you get x squared plus 3x minus 1. And that's your final answer when you're adding. Number 3, you're multiplying. G times f of a. So g is 4a minus 2 times a plus 2. So for this one, you're going to need to FOIL, right? You're doing 4a minus 2 times a plus 2. So if we FOIL that out, we get 4a squared plus 8a minus 2a minus 4. Combine like terms, and you get 4a squared plus 6a minus 4. I apologize for my pen. I don't know why this is not quite. That's it for number 3. For number 4, you're doing g divided by h. So you just take the first function, negative 2n plus 3, and you divide by n squared minus 2n. And there's really nothing else you can do there. There's no simplification that you can do for that one, so you're done at that point. Now in class, I'm going to talk about there's one extra step I might ask you to do from this problem, which is to state the domain. But we'll get to that in class. All right, so now this is your turn. Now you can press pause and try to do the next one on your own, or you can continue with the video and come back and do the ones for your turn later. I'm going to move on down to notes. Now in the notes, number 9. The difference between number 9 and the one we did before is we're actually plugging a number in. Notice that it's f minus g of 7. We're plugging in 7. So to do that, we're going to plug 7 into this function, which would be minus 2 times 7 plus 5. So that's going to be negative 14 plus 5, which is going to be negative 9. Then we're going to plug 7 into the next function also, which would be 7 squared plus 4 times 7. So that's going to be 49 plus 28, which, if my math is right, is 77. So then the function says do the first one, the 9, and subtract the second one, the 77. And your answer is 9 minus 77 would be negative 68. And that's it. You're done. That's it for that one. So the difference is you're plugging numbers in for number 9, whereas up above, we were leaving them generic with the variables. Again, there's one for you to do. Actually, there's a couple there for you to do. You can press pause and do them, or you can move on to the notes and come back and do them later. Numbers 13 and 14. Different symbol. Notice that this symbol, it's an open circle. That does not mean multiply. That means you're taking the h function and you're plugging it into the g function. You may remember this written a different way. G of h of t. Those two formats, it's the same way. It's the same way of writing things. It's just written slightly different. So what I'm going to do, the way I think about this is I'm going to take the h function, which is this function right here, and I'm going to plug it in to the g function. So instead of 4t plus 2, it's going to be 4t cubed plus 4 plus 2. So I took the t out, I took that t out, and I replaced it with that. And now I just need to simplify. So if I distribute, I get 4t cubed plus 16 plus 2. So that's 4t cubed plus 18. And that's your final answer. That's 18, that's 18. I'll do one more, g of h. Always start on the right and work your way backwards. So this is saying take the h function, that's this part, h of x, plug it in to that, right? Plug it in right there. So instead of 2x minus 4, instead of that, I'm going to take the x out, and I'm going to get 2 times the 2x minus the 4. So that gives me 4x minus 4. And that's your final answer for that one. All right, so you do the next two. When you come in on Monday, we're going to practice these. We're going to play a game to do some more practicing with these functions. Good luck.